Hi everyone, DJ's Aviation here. This is another one of my pre-recorded videos. In today's video, I thought I would cover a new 737 MAX, which is currently being delivered and produced to multiple airlines around the world. In this video, we'll go in depth with the aircraft itself, like the specifications and range. We will also look at the multiple variants and finally the order situation. I hope you all do enjoy the video. So the Boeing 737 MAX is essentially the improved and newer version to the Boeing 737 Next Generation family. The MAX variant is a narrow-body aircraft, and the official program for it was launched nearly 7 years ago, all the way back in 2011. The first flight was in early 2016, and it finally gained its FAA certification in 2017. The unit costs for each variant are as follows. The 737-7 MAX comes in at around US $92.2 million. With the Dash 8 variant at $112.4 million. The Dash 8 or Dash 200 variant is an extra $3 million. The Dash 9 variant is $119.2 million. And finally, the 737-10 is the most expensive and will set back any airline around $124.7 million. We just briefly brought up the different variants of the new 737 MAX, but let's get more into each one of them. We begin with the 737 MAX 7. This is essentially based on the classic 737-700, which can be easily recognized by its short length, and it's also very stubby. The 737 MAX 7 was announced in July of 2016. It will hold 2 more seat rows than the original 737-700, and is set to be introduced in 2019 with launch customer WestJet. Our next aircraft is the 737 MAX 8. This aircraft was the first variant developed in the 737 MAX family or series, which means other aircraft have essentially been based off this one with slight adjustments. The MAX 8 has a range of 6,500 kilometers, and after 2021, they actually hope to improve that by a further 100 Ks. The first commercial flight for the MAX 8 was completed by Malindo Air on May the 22nd, 2017. Our next variant is the 737 MAX 200. This can be quite simply known for being a high-density version of the 737 MAX 8. It'll seat 200 passengers in a single-class configuration. It'll feature slimline seats to allow for maximum passengers on the aircraft. Boeing claims that this version of the aircraft will be the most fuel-efficient narrow-body on the market when it's eventually delivered. This prompted Ryanair to complete an order for 100 of the aircraft, and it will enter service with them in the second quarter of 2019. I think with this variant, it's highly likely we may actually see more low-cost carriers opt for it if they haven't already ordered all the other variants. Our next one is the 737 MAX 9. This means we just have 2 variants left. The MAX 9 will be replacing the 737-900 and will feature a longer fuselage than the MAX 8. So far, the MAX 9 has completed multiple test flights. It should be certified in early 2018 and enter service in the first few months of this year. Our final variant is the 737 MAX 10. I'm not going to go too in depth with this variant as I do want to make a video on it eventually. All I'll mention is this one is set to compete with Airbus's A321neo. The following tables will help back up what I'm saying regarding the orders. Similar to the Airbus A320neo, the 737 MAX is a hit with most airlines. Each year, the total of orders has been impressive. With over 4,000 orders for all variants, and only 49 or so delivered, you will certainly see a ton of new delivery flights in the coming years, as well as future orders, and that's for sure. You can also see just how the number continues to increase, with 2012 and 2014 being the most popular years for orders. Even 6 years after the introduction, Boeing gained a further 420 orders, which is incredible. There's also a very long list of airlines that have placed their faith in the 737 MAX. This list is far greater than I actually anticipated, so I won't read out every single airline. Ignore the Monarch Airlines orders though, because as we know, they did go bankrupt. My final table is the specifications of all the variants. Obviously, there is a lot to take in, and that is why I've placed a chart on your screen now. Feel free to take a minute just to pause the video so you can analyze everything in depth. So rather than go over every single feature, if you took that opportunity before to pause the video, I'm sure you might have gained a better understanding of the aircraft. That concludes today's analysis on the 737 MAX family. I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you like the aircraft, feel free to let me know. If you don't like the aircraft, also let me know. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.